G'day and welcome to another video. Today's video is a little bit different. This will be a playlist consisting of 3 videos. There will be a separate video each for the placemat, the coaster and also the napkin ring. I will place a link to the playlist in the description box and this will make the videos play automatically. We will be following along with a free written pattern from patternsforcrochet.co.uk. The link for the pattern will be in the description box. The yarn that I've used in this video is Red Heart Super Saver. You can also use any type of worsted weight yarn that you like. If you're using thinner weight yarn, your projects will come out smaller. The sizing for each item is also written on the pattern. I have used Red Heart Super Saver and I got that from redheart.com. Redheart.com is a great place for buying yarn, lots and lots of yummy yarn, and also a great place for inspiration for your next pattern. And today's video is going to be just for the placemat, but I think this would make a really pretty doily. This is approximately 40 centimeters or about 14 inches across. So let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need a crochet hook to go with the yarn. We are going to use a 5mm crochet hook today. That is a H size or a size 8. You're going to need a yarn needle with a large eye, a pair of scissors, and also some yarn. I'm going to use 2 colours like they've used in the pattern. I have got Red Heart Super Saver, and we need 50 grams of each colour. I've got Deft Blue and also some Aran. Now I'm not going to use all that, that's pretty much 3/4 or a bit more than a ball, but I won't need all that yarn. So I've basically just got partial balls to use. Excuse me. So just putting our yarn aside. You're also going to go to patternsforcrochet.co.uk and this is the beautiful pattern that we're going to make. So I've just printed mine off. We've got the written pattern. Mine looks a bit crumpled up because I've had it for a while. And apologies again to Heather for not making this pattern quicker, but I've had it for quite a while so it's a little bit crunched up. So we've got all the pattern that we've got there, which it gives us for the placemat, the napkin ring and the coaster. So I will be following along with that. So go and print yours out. Go to patternsforcrochet.co.uk and we will follow along with the written pattern. So if you don't know how to follow a written pattern, this is a great idea for you to start to learn. You can use this video to help you if you think you're going to get stuck on the written part. So you've got to pick what you want to have your main colour and then also your contrast colour. And I just realised that my background was the exact same colour as my yarn, so that wasn't going to work. So let's go with darker background for the lighter yarn. So what we need to do is with our main colour, I'm choosing the cream for the main colour, and if I can find the end of this one, the blue is going to be my contrast colour. So decide what colours you want to be what. For my main colour, what we need to do is chain 5. So you're going to make a slip knot, and you can do this any way you like. There's so many different ways to do them. And we're going to chain 5. So chain 5 and slip stitch to the first chain to form a ring. So going into the very first chain and do a slip stitch. And we're going to work a chain 3, an 11 double crochet into the middle of the ring. So yarning over, going into the middle, I'm going to assume you know how to do a double crochet. So yarn over, go in, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Like I said, I'm going to assume that you know how to do that, and we're going to need 11 double crochet, and the chain 3 is going to count as the first stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 double crochet and a chain 3, and then slip stitch to the top of the chain 3, and then we're going to fasten off. So what I like to do is try and grab the front loop and the back loop, and then join. And we're going to fasten off because we need to change colours, so cut off your yarn and then pull tight. Join the contrast colour yarn between chain 3 and first double crochet. So here's our chain 3 and there's our double crochet. We want to join it between, so we're going to go in between the 2 stitches, so in the gap there. Grabbing our new colour, I want to join that in. I just put the yarn over my finger and then just pull it onto my hook and pull through. I'm just going to join that on there. And we want to chain 3 and we are going to do wait a minute, we're not going to chain 3, it's telling us to join between the chain 3. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, join the yarn between the chain 3 and the first double crochet, chain 1. So we're chaining 1, not 3. Single crochet in base of chain 1. Okay, so we're going to single crochet and then we're going to chain 1. And then 1 single crochet in the space between the next 2 double crochets, chain 1. So there's a double crochet there and a double crochet there, and here's our space. Single crochet, chain 1. I'm going to repeat this around. So we're going into the space between the double crochets and not the actual top of the stitch like we would normally do. And we're going to repeat this all the way around, so I'll just leave the camera going. And we should be sewing in our end as we go. We're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet. So I've done a chain 1 there, and we've run out of spaces, so we know that's the end. So the first single crochet, we'll put our crochet hook in there, and it says we should have 12 single crochets and chain spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And just make sure that you have done your chain 1s in between. Pretty sure I have. Alrighty, so we continue on with this colour, we're going to slip stitch into the first chain 1 space. So in this chain 1 space here, we're going to slip stitch. Chain 3 and double crochet 2 together. So to double crochet 2 together, we yarn over, go into the chain 1 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leave these 2 stitches there, again yarn over, go in to the space, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and now pull through all 3. We're going to chain 2, double crochet 3 together into the next chain 1 space. So yarning over, going into the next stitch, into the next chain 1 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You've got 2 loops, leave them there, yarn over, next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, leave those on there, yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. You've got 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3 and 4 loops. Yarn over and pull through all loops, but when you yarn over, put your crochet hook down so the point is pointing down. So turn it right around and pull through. That makes it easy to pull through all your loops. I'm going to repeat this all the way around, working double crochet 3 together and chain 2. So 1 and 2, going in the next chain 1 space, working your double crochet 3 together. Got 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all and chain 2. So pause the video, repeat this around, and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. So when we come around, we are ready to join, and it says slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. So this is the chain 3 at the beginning, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of there. Hang on, am I reading the right bit? I am. It says to the top of the chain 3, but then that will make that stick out by itself. So I'm actually going to change that bit and just slip stitch to the top of the 3 together, and that will make that look like it's continuous around, and it won't make this chain 3 stick out. If we join here, see how that's made it together? If we join, oh, that was my stomach if you just heard that. I've just eaten breakfast, so I'm not hungry. If we join at the top of the chain 3, it's going to make that chain 3 stand out more. Well, I think it does anyway. So we're actually going to join there at the top of the 3 together. See how the chain 3 kind of gets squished over a bit more? Alright, so we're going to fasten off again. I cut about 2 to 3 inches of yarn, sometimes a little bit more. I don't actually measure it, I just eyeball it. Join main colour yarn to the first chain 2 space. Okay, so we joined here, so this is the first chain 2 space. So grabbing our main colour, and join that in, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochet in the same space. So going back in here and work 3 double crochet. Skip the double crochet 3 together, so skip that and 4 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. So going over to here, work 4 double crochet. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but my tummy's making noises. It's obviously digesting what I ate for breakfast. So we're going to repeat that all the way around. So into the next space, work 4 double crochet. So we're going to do this all the way around. Pause the video and I'll meet you when we're ready to join. So when we come around, we are ready to join. And we're going to join to the top of the chain 3. So grabbing front and the back loop. And sometimes this is harder than other times. The trick here is not to pull too tight on that first loop when you go to join. Don't pull it up too tight. So we're going to slip stitch to, what's going on? Get away. There we go, slip stitch to join. This looks really cool. And I'm just going to have a look because the coaster is actually the first few rounds of the placemat. And actually there is the coaster. And then you do another round 5 and 6, so we know we're up to there for the coaster. And now we're up to round 5 and it says chain 3. So chain 3. And 1 double crochet in the first double crochet. So in there, that's the chain 3, that's the first double crochet. And now double crochet 2 together this time over the next 2 double crochet. Sorry, first of all we have to add a chain 2 and then work our, so it's double crochet 2 together, chain 2 all the way around. So yarning over, going into that stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is 2 together because we've got 1, 2 stitches. So it's yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. We're going to chain 2. We're going to yarn over and we're going to do the same thing. So you pull up a loop. So it's like the 3 together, but we're only doing over 2 stitches this time. So that's 2, pull through, chain 2. So we're going to work this all the way around. And truth be told, I'm really nervous today. You would not think that I could get nervous behind the camera, but I do. Why? I have no idea. There is nobody watching me. There is nobody in the house. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like all the way around. We've got 2 together, chain 2, 2 together, chain 2, chain 2 together, chain 2, all the way around. That was a mouthful. And let's see if we can zoom out a bit. Looking really cool. So we need to sew in our ends as we go, but I'm actually going to do it at the end. Probably going to regret doing that, but we're going to go all the way around. So pause the video and I'll meet you when we're ready to join. When we are ready to join, we are going to join into the top of the chain 3, so just here. So it says the top of the chain 3, but again I'm going to change it very slightly. We're going to slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet, and that should hopefully make it look like a 2 together, because again we're not joining to the top of the chain 3 and pulling that out. Okay, so this is looking really cool. So make sure you have all your chain 2 spaces, because if you don't your next round isn't going to work at all. So we're going to fasten off again. So cut our yarn, mark off that round. If you're going to mark off the round, use a pencil. I'm actually using a pen because it's easier for me to use when I'm doing the video. But use a pencil because then you can rub it out and use it again, to use the pattern again. So we're going to join contrast colour this time, so go back to our blue into the first chain 2 space. So we've joined here, and that is the first chain 2 space. So we're going to join yarn, chain 3, and 2 double crochet into the same space. I'm just going to shift that over a bit. So we've got that. Skip the double crochet 2 together and 3 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. So skipping the 2 together and working in this space here, work 3 double crochet. And this is an easy round because we're going to do that all the way around, skipping the double crochet 2 together and doing 3 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. So this is easy. 3 double crochet. I mean, the whole pattern is easy, but this is easier. So it's just 3 double crochet in each chain 2 space around. So pause the video and I will meet you when we're ready to join. When we're ready to join, make sure you have 3 double crochets in every chain space. I think this is looking really great. Loving, 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 loving it. And we're going to go to the top of the chain 3 and we're going to do our slip stitch to join. And this round, that only had just the one round of the colour, so we're going to finish off that one. And we're going to get our main colour back again. And it says rejoin to space between first 2 3 double crochet groups. So looking at our 3 double crochet groups, so there's one there, and the space in between, so going into there and joining our yarn. I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same space. And this time we chain 4, skip 3 double crochet and 1 single crochet in the space between the next 3 double crochet. So let's go. Chain 4 and single crochet in the space between the groups of 3 double crochet. Chain 4, 1 single crochet into the space between the groups of 3 double crochet, and we repeat this around. 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in the next space. So when you break patterns down like this, they're actually really easy, because patterns worked in the round, they're just all the same. Each round you repeat what you're doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in the next space. So pause the video, repeat this around, and I'll meet you when we're ready to join. When we're ready to join, make sure you have all your chain 4s done properly and join to the top of the first single crochet. So round 8, we are going to slip stitch to the first chain 4 space. So this is our first chain 4 space, so go in there and work a slip stitch. And this time we're going to work a chain 3 and double crochet 3 together in the same space. So yarning over. So we did this down here on our second round. So yarning over, going in, work the first part of your stitch. So that's our second one and our third. So you'll have 3 stitches and you chain 3, and we're going to pull that through. Chain 4, and we're going to work double crochet 4 together this time. So we're just adding on an extra one on the end, so going into the space, oops, yarning over, going in the space, do our first one, second, third and fourth. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops, yarning over, pull through and do a chain 4. Again, into the next chain 4 space, we're going to work double crochet 4 together. See how that twists around? This is actually coming forward and it's supposed to be like that. So what I'm going to do is hold that chain and work my stitch. Just stops it turning around and being a little brat. So you've got your 4 stitches and then pull through. Chain 4. And then repeat this all the way around, working 4 double crochet together in there, chaining 4 and then repeating it in each chain 4 loop. This is looking so nice. So pause the video and I will meet you when we are ready to join. So I've done my chain 4 and we are ready to join, and it says slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. But again, I'm going to override that and I'm going to join into the top of the 3 together at the beginning there. I just think it looks better when you join it and it makes it look more like what it's supposed to look like, because we do the chain 3 because we have to. We can't do a 4 together there, we can only do a 3 together. But yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. You probably won't notice it, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Alrighty, so we're finished with this colour, so we're going to get rid of our main. So round 9, join in our contrast colour. And we join it to the first chain 4 space. So we've joined here to the next chain 4 space. And we need to do a chain 3 and 3 double crochet into the same space. Oh, what's happening here? Try again. So chain 3 and what was it? 3 double crochet 3 double crochet in the same space. Skip the 4 together and 4 double crochet in the next chain 4 space. So going into the next chain 4 space and working 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and doing this in every space around. So again, we've got another easy round. So 4 double crochet in each space around. Pause the video and I'll meet you again when we're ready to join. So when we come around, we are ready to join. We're going to join into the top of the chain 3. And continuing with this colour, we're going to chain 3, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, and we're going to work 2 together. So remember how down whereabouts was it? On this cream row here, we did 2 together, chain 2, 2 together, chain 2. We're going to do this on this round. So working 2 together, a bit of a tangle there, pull through, chain 2, over the next ones I'm going to go 1 and 2, pull through, chain 2, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. And you'll know if you accidentally have made a mistake and you haven't realised. You will know if you don't start a double crochet 2 together and then finish the next one over here, because you've got 4 stitches and you've got 2 double crochet 2 together. So you know that if you don't finish that second one on that last stitch of your 4 below, then you're in the wrong position. And there's something wrong. You've either made a mistake on the round that you're on or on the one below. So repeat that around, working 2 together, chain 2 all the way, and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. When we are ready to join, we're going to join to the first double crochet. And again, that will make our first 2 stitches of the round look like they are the other ones. So it says join main colour, so we've finished off with this one. So get rid of that one. So this is round 11. It says join main colour, yarn to first chain 2 space. So we've finished off here. This is our first chain 2 space. We're going to join our yarn in there. It says chain 3 and 2 double crochets in the same space, so into here. Skip the 2 together, so skip these 2 together, and 3 double crochet in the next space. Work 3 in there, and then repeat this all the way around, working 3 double crochet into each chain 2 space, around. So we've already done this round, haven't we? So it's down here where the blue one was. So work around and I'll meet you when we're ready to join. Once we've gone all the way around, make sure you've definitely got your 3 in each space, and then we are going to join to the top of the chain 3. And we need to cut off this colour, so we're going to cut that off. And then finish that one. And with our contrast colour, this is round 12, and we're going to join it space between the first 3 double crochet groups. So we've joined here, and then we've got our first 3 double crochet groups. So going into there. I just like to pull that at the back to make sure that's nice and snug. We're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same space. Chain 4, skip these 3 double crochet and 1 single crochet into the space between the 2 groups. So you've got 3 there and 3 there. In the space between them, you're going to single crochet. You're going to chain 4 and single crochet in the next space. So we've already done this round before, somewhere down here. It's a cream round. You can't really see it now because we crocheted over it, but that's what we're going to do. So it's chain 4, single crochet in the next space, chain 4, single crochet in the next space, and we're going to repeat this all the way around, and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. When we are ready to join, we're going to join to the very first single crochet, which is here, and just join with a slip stitch. And now we're up to round 13, and this is the last round for our placemat. So it says chain 1, one single crochet, 2 double crochet, one single crochet, all in the same space. Again, into the next space, we're going to single crochet, 2 double crochet, and single crochet in the same space. I'm going to repeat this all the way around. Single crochet, 2 double crochet, and single crochet in the same space. It's looking really good. I like that edging. So I'll show you one more time. Single crochet, 2 double crochet, and single crochet, all in the same chain space. We're going to repeat this around, and I'll meet you when we are ready to join. So pause the video and I'll meet you there. So once we come to the end, make sure you've got all your stitches right, because it's better to find it now than before you finish off and sewing your ends. And we're going to join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Going to pull out our yarn, and this is the end of our pattern. That didn't take very long to make at all. It looks so pretty. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I did not sew my ends in as I went, so I will need to do that. But this is gorgeous. Love how it looks. Looks really, really good. So there's not many ends to sew in actually, compared to how many rounds that we've got, because we did 1 or 2 in spots. It's really not that many, so that won't take me very long to sew in. I will show you how to do one, just in case you don't know. and you can just sew the rest in off camera. So what I do is, depending on where you're sewing your ends into, you always want to put them underneath. This is the back of the work, of course, underneath the stitches. So it's coming out here, it's coming out of that stitch there. We want to skip that one and then go around. And what that does is it captures the yarn, so when you pull, it doesn't pull through. My end's quite short, so this may not work too well. So you're always just going underneath the back loops. You're not going right through to the other side of the work, just through the loops that are on this side of the project. You want to sewing at least 2 inches, and that way it won't come undone and fall apart if you need to wash it or just with use. So you're going to repeat that for the rest of the strands. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Can't fit the whole thing in. There we go. Really hope you enjoyed the video. I had so much fun making this. I'd love to see what colours you have used of your project. Please share them on our Facebook page. All the links that you need, including the free written pattern for this, is in the description box. Subscribe to my channel because we do have 2 video tutorials each week. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crochet!